Jorunna, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good time zone to all of you. Hello, and welcome into a Sonic-y, well, not afternoon, Sonic-y evening. How mild are we talking? Well, I'll show you in a second. It's several chili dogs, so they're all across the entire flavor range of spice. Let me say hi to everybody first. Hi, Neo, congrats on first. Hi, Darksec, hi, Quest, hello. Hi, Shido, hi, Big Buddha, hi, Star Fox, hello. Hi, Niels, hi, Benjamin, hi, Future, hi, Mira, hi, Nimby, hi, Ketchup, hello. Hi, Firen, Jorunna, Shitty Flute edition of Green Hills. I had Green Hills on earlier, but I went for some more relaxed music, but it might come up at some point. Hiya Toshi, hiya Bacon, hiya Misahida, hiya Biggest, and Cruncher, hi Rex, hi Ikoam, hi Koala, hello. My favorite Empire Sea Rabbit, thank you. Hiya Michael, hiya Hunter, the stream's gonna make us hungry. Oh yes it is. Hiya Sneon, hiya Fogon, hello. Hiya Fox, hi Six Shot, hi. Good evening. Hope you have a wonderful night, afternoon, and morning. Hope you do too, Shido. Hiya Phoenix, hi Ray, hi Galway, hi Silver, hello. Hiya Mapio, hi Uber, hiya CG, hi. Hiya Falker, hey you, companion. Hi girlfriend, hi. My outfit guess was that I would dress up Miku. No, it's actually Miku who got like a Hercules version recently, and I was like, isn't that just timely? Maybe we have some similarities actually. Hiya Mercy, welcome in. Hiya Mai, hiya Flash, hi. Good morning, hiya Robbie, hiya Warren, hello. This stream is powered by Sonic Electric, it's true. As you can see, Mini Joru gets to take the day off in the spinning wheel. Sonic gets to power the stream for today. Who's ready for some chili dogs? I hope you are. Hiya Robbie, hiya Chris, hi, chilling with the chili dog. Hiya Robbie, no 39 chili dogs, not quite that many, but there's more than one. Hiya Warren, hiya Zelia, hiya Blaze, hiya Old, hi. Are you going to introduce the chili dogs in the restaurant? No, as some of you guys may recall, I went on Saturday. This is my report. I think I'd die on the spot from embarrassment if I ever live streamed in public, so that will never happen. Hiya Mia, hiya Dysfunctional, hi. I have a small little fan art of yesterday's stream. Oh, do you? What was yesterday's stream again? Let me see. Oh, that is cute. The Crabs of Destiny. I love it. I'll show it off in a second. The only way I tried chili dog is if it was no bean chili because I don't like beans. Hey, you're lucky. There's a lot of different types of chili dogs out there. Am I good with spicy food? I'm horrible with spicy food. I'm really bad with spicy food. Good, I'm already hungry. Joe's stream always makes you hungry. Hey, Pion, hi. I have burgers. Excellent. I only had a normal hot dog, also good. Hi, R2, hi. Spicy chili with cheese. The cheese, I've noticed, is one of the key components that I like. Hi, Ursago, and hi, Faye. And I think I said hi to everybody now. Today's your chance to join the Spicy Enjoyers. That's true. Hold on a second. Got a very cute fan art from Sneo. Featuring the Crabs of Destiny. Look at the purple crab go. For anybody who was at the stream yesterday, you might remember this part. This was honestly one of the highlights of the Atlantis game. Very cute. Very cute. Arno has chili without the beans. Honestly, a lot of the chili dogs are without the beans in Japan, I noticed. Hi Billy, welcome in. I cannot have hot dogs without the chili, it's just impossible for me. Because it's like the Tennessee and Texas special. I see. I really need to make buns of destiny for hard decisions. The bun of destiny race. My snack of the week besides work was a Hostess Meltamore. Oh, that sounds yummy. With caramel sauce. Hey, Mintoki, hey, Sheep, hey, I had some spicy stew earlier. Maybe I should bake a hot dog. Get yourself a hot dog, Nifty. And yep, Sonic is on the wheel. So, for those who have not noticed yet, today is gonna be my official chili dog list. Little bit of background. They put out a official Sonic travel guide in Japan a few years back. And for a long time now, I've been wanting to try the Sonic chili dog recommendations. So that's what I did. Hey, Dean Spawn, welcome in. The cheese usually neutralizes spiciness. It definitely helps. Hey, Vicret, can't wait to hear the chili box. Which one is our best? Yes. I'm very excited to show it off. I'm very, very excited to give you guys a chance to take a look at them. Because I even went and translated some of the travel guides so you guys can get the full experience. Hey, Meadow, hi Lag, hi Deep Freeze, hi Cerberus. Welcome in. I hope you see to sleep and learn. No worries, sleep tight, have sweet bunny dreams. Got the rating, 4.5 out of 5. 5 I find if you want fast and eating mode from lava. Excellent, that sounds good. And hi second, hi final bio, welcome in, spoiling us, yeah. And I also have something very special. Special, very silly little announcement for the end of the stream. So stick around for that. Today might not be a super... Oh! Don't worry about that. It might not be a super long stream, but it will be a fun one. Hi Zach, welcome in, and hi Tyler. Made up my own recipe before, chip patty with chili dogs. Sounds good. Yes, it will be an egg sighting announcement. Hey snoozing, hi Zach, hi Tyler, welcome in. Turned into a PowerPoint, has shape-shifting gone too far? You know, it happens sometimes. It's one of my little fun Eldritch Abomination powers that just kind of wiggles things around real fast. Surprised that the travel guide didn't release with Sonic Unleashed. No, it released together with Frontiers actually. I'll give you guys a little bit more background in a second. Hey Mars, I just love those chili dogs. It was actually my first time eating chili dogs, so it was exciting. Hey Winterfoot, have you been to more than one place? Actually, let's, not put it off any longer. Let me just start talking to you guys about it. There is my projector. Is that the same power I used for the flapper? Yes. I want to hear about dogs. It's time for dogs, you guys. Okay. Ta-da! Sonic's chili dog taste test. I made this presentation very last minute. So it's a little bit scuffed. My original intention was to add a bunch of little doodles, but I only had the 1 hour lunch break I had today, so my doodles get increasingly worse. But I still, did my best to make it a fun one, so thank you. So, a little bit of background. Where it all started. Sonic Jalan. And you might be like, what is a Jalan? Well, Jalan is a Japanese travel website. The big cat is their mascot. And in 2022, when Sonic Frontiers released, they did a special collaboration with Sonic to release a travel guide. A proper travel guide. Is the cat a new Sonic character? No, it's the mascot of the travel agency. What did I miss? Nothing yet, Niels, and nothing yet, Aka. Welcome in, you're right on time. So this is a really cute thing. They handed it out, I believe, during TCG, Tokyo Game Show, as well as a TGS, sorry, not TCG, as well as during the... What else was it? Oh yeah, right. It was also a pre-order bonus if you ordered one of the big sets, basically. You could get this little booklet, and it's a lovely booklet. It basically describes everything like it's a real travel guide. So it pretends that, like, the mysterious islands you have in Frontiers are real-life holiday destinations for most of it. One of the features they have is, like, top 5 best ruins ranking. The different views of the mystery islands, etc, etc. It's very cute. Here is a little bit of it in it. Did I pre-order? Use PDF? No, I pre-ordered. I got it at the time. I can't remember if I got it with my pre-order or if I specifically got it from Tokyo Game Show at the time. I think it was from the pre-order, can't quite recall. But yeah, this is for my own copy. And this is PowerPoint swag, I do my best. So as you can see, it's very cute. It's like a real travel guide. It also has some things like, you know, comparing in-game locations with real-life locations that you might be able to visit for inspiration or a similar vibe. If you check bottom left, Sonic goes to the onsen. I haven't tried Sonic's recommended onsen in Tokyo yet, but maybe I should. Haven't been there before. I always appreciate a good-looking layout, right? And hi Emily, welcome in. So, but in addition to like all this fun travel stuff, there is also, do you see it? Sonic's beloved Tokyo chili dog guide. That's right, so Sonic himself went and rated every single chili dog restaurant in Tokyo, and he picked his 5 favorite restaurants. You know, it actually says in the guides, we'll see it later, but after he returned from Starfall Island, he stopped by Tokyo and he had some chili dogs. And you know, if Sonic has chili dogs, then I can trust his judgment, because like I said earlier, I've never had a chili dog. I am really bad with spice. But if Sonic likes it, then I surely will like it too. Would be funny if there were random chili dogs on Starfall Island. Hey, there might be. Maybe we just didn't see him. He also waited more in under 5 minutes. It's true. It's a canon event. He didn't steal them. No. Sonic wouldn't steal a chili dog. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he would, but not in this case. Most of the ones I've had are very mild. I mean, well, we'll get to the spice levels later. They don't have to be spicy. They don't have to be spicy. That's something I found out. I was always very nervous about eating chili dogs, because I was like, oh, chili is spicy, right? But, well, I found out not all of them have to be spicy. Wanna try Bakudanya? 200 spice levels? Well, that's probably gonna be like 195 spice levels that are too high. Good morning, Mashio. Welcome in. Sonic obeys the laws because Gotta Go Fast is in a medical condition. I don't know. Gotta Go Fast is part of Sonic as an entity, of course. Yeah, stealing isn't cool. Sonic wouldn't do that. Remember, he's also like an educational PSA, so... But yeah, so that is the basic lowdown. What is Jalan? It's basically a travel website. It's mostly for booking accommodation and hotels and that kind of thing. I guess if you really want to get a hotel in Japan, I guess you can use Jalan. You know, approved by Sonic. You know, you can just put plain chili on dog. Guys, I didn't know plain chili existed. I was always too nervous to eat chili. I didn't know it could be not spicy. You know what Sonic Jalan means in Melee? It means Sonic Walk. So for today, Sonic Walk. He doesn't run, he just Sonic Walk. He was a bit of a rascal in X, that's true. In America, it's just beans and meat cooked long and slow with some spices. Makes sense. Chili is a template food. You can make it 1,000 different ways. So I've learned. So, opening up our little guides. As you can see, my typesetting on this gets increasingly bad. Like I said, I try to translate the relevant parts of the guide. It gets worse as we go. Please bear with me. I didn't have a lot of time to do the presentation. You're telling me your plane is a chili? Apparently. Cute doodle. Thank you. So, Sonic's beloved Tokyo chili dog guide. So, chili dogs are Sonic's favorites. Let's take a tour of Tokyo's chili dog hotspots together with Sonic, who's fresh back from Starfall Island. We got American diners, specialty hot dog stands, a retro kizaten, so there's plenty to enjoy trying. I am reduced to basic shape, but still. You don't like spicy food? It's not that I don't like it, it's that I'm really bad with it. Makes my tummy hurt. I'm an underwater creature. There's not a lot of spice under the ocean. So yeah, as you guys can already see, I marked them on the map here. We got Homies, hot dog stands, Kukum, hot dog diner, baby hot dog cafe, coffee tenkoku, baby hot dog. I put baby hot dog cafe there twice. That's my mistake. One of the I wait. Where did I mess up? It's the third one. Third one is COD. I'm sorry. Like I said, I went very fast in the presentation. The third one should be COD. I'm sorry. Curry is taboo? Nah, there's plenty of mild curries. I can eat a curry. Immune for ghosts and crippled by spice. It's true. It's true. Too much blank space. -5 mark. No, wait. 6 shots. Put a pin in that blank space. Because as you guys can see, one of these, Demo Diner, is a significant distance away from the rest of them. So I went together with a friend of mine who really loves Sonic as well. We'll call her Miss M. The M standing for mysterious. I think a lot of you already know who it is, but you know. So like she said, we can go to like the Demo Diner some other day. But we're not as fast as Sonic. So we'll just have to plan for another time. Because it's like 2 to 3 hours removed from everything else. Joanna? No. A certain Vtuber friend of mine who recently graduated, so I can't call her by name, but if you know, you know. Hey, Gemstone, welcome in. Mysterious, yes. Chili is one of my favorite foods. You should try it. Do you like beans? I mean, I did try it. I'm gonna tell you all about it. Yeah, the chili dog pilgrimage is still unfinished. And I also say, unfortunately, it will never be finished because Baby Hot Dog Cafe is closed. It apparently closed a few years ago. It did not survive. From all the ones in the guide, it seemed the Baby Hot Dog Cafe was also the most recent opening. So it might have only been around for like a year or so, unfortunately. So yeah, maybe in the end, it was for the best though, because eating 4 chili dogs in one day, as it turns out, is already quite a few chili dogs. So 6 would have probably been kind of tough. But I would still like to go to Demo Diner at some point one day. But it is very far out, so that's gonna be like a special day trip. Where will baby get hot dog now? There are no hot dogs to get for baby anymore. Can't believe Majima from Yakuza graduated. Yeah, he would have been 60% chili dog at that point. Exactly. So, you know what? Even so, 4 chili dogs basically took us the whole day, so I could have done 10. Oh, I'm sure you could have. But you have to like travel between them too. You have to be travel between them too. I feel a bit silly, but like remember, number 3 is actually COD. I listed baby hot dog twice. Did I feel fast like Sonic have to finish them? Well, let's get to it. And there's hot dog eating contest. Oh, I'm sure there's chili dog eating contest too. Get 2 at every spot. Walk it off after. Well, if you want to go to this spot, you're gonna have to walk a long way. You're gonna have to walk a long way. Hey, welcome in. So, first chili dog. So, I'm sorry, I think due to the nature of the way things are, you guys might have trouble reading what it says. That's just the way life is. The first one we went to was Homies, because this one opened at 11, and that was the main reason. It was one of the first ones to open, so you know, straight to an early start. Hello to the Homies. Yeah, baby hot dog was closed, but at least baby hot dog was still there. Your own photos? Yep, these are my own photos, except except this one. This is a promotional picture. This one's a promotional picture, the big one from outside. And the rest are my own pictures. The fries look a little bit sad. Well, that's the other thing. While most of the places offer to give you fries in a set, me and Miss M were like, well, if we're gonna eat 4 chili dogs in a day, we should probably skip the fries to leave some space. You know, that's only wise. But yeah, it was basically, you know, the first breakfast of the day. Let me, you know, you guys can't read it, but let me read out what it says. So the standard version can be substituted for dark rye or extra hot chili for an extra 50 yen. So one of the main draws for homies is that I should actually grab one of the buns as a pointer. 1 second, let me grab a pointer bun. But one of the main draws is actually the fact that you can change the breads. So there's three different types of bread, and as you may notice, Sonic eats 2 different types. There we go. Sonic sure is lounging around. I love the lounging pictures. The fries dipped in the chili are such a treat. It's probably for the best. Get the fries if you're only going to one of them. How many breads have you eaten? In my life? I don't know. In my lifetime. Do you keep count? But yeah, so deliciously you can choose your type of bread. Is the bread burnt? No. So one of the types of bread is supposedly a cacao flavored dark rye. I did not taste the cacao, but it is like a dark version basically. It might be more of squid ink. Are they both pretty big hot dogs? Yes. Yes, indeed. Sonic doesn't just have his Amazon paper, he doesn't like the manners. Hey, it's Sonic, you know. The rest of what it says is that after the ingredients are added, they are both lightly grilled on the sides. As you can see, Sonic ordered the black rye bread as well as the plain hot dog. And because it's a Japanese restaurant, we wanted to feel Japanese, is what the owner said. And that's why there's like a little curtain by the door for the Japanese flavor. It's not chocolate bread, no. I think, honestly, it didn't taste like chocolate at all. I'll also note that while this booklet is from 2022, and it said it's 50 yen extra for a different type of bread, it was in fact 100 yen extra when I went, so it's a little bit different now. If your model had a mermaid form tail that you can point with, oh, that would be funny. So what, the games didn't acknowledge Sonic's love till 2008? I mean, that's because it was like cross global at the time, no? And also welcome in everybody. And then also, what else it says is a branch of Takano Baba's popular hamburger shop Homie. So this one is placed in Kagazuka. And there is like another one that specializes in hamburgers, but this one specifically is all about the hot dogs. The shop offers 13 different hot dog varieties on its menu, as well as 3 different types of bread. The spicy chili dog uses chili meat made from the beef tendons left over from the burger patty process, and it's full of flavor. Is there a reason why the bread looks like it was well done? I think it's just a little bit darker bread than people are used to in Japan, but actually the one we got was a bit lighter. Can we add chili dog breads in the menu? Sure. Yeah, the extra bread choice does make it more fancy. And this was one of the... No, it was kind of like in the middle in terms of price. It wasn't the most expensive, wasn't the cheapest one either. Okay, so here are the pictures of the chili dogs. So, because there are 2 different ones, what me and Miss M decided was we'd order both one of the dark ones, but like, you know, Sonic got, as well as one of the plain ones, and then we'd split it in the middle and make it a, like, you know, merged abomination. Yeah. So, you know, we could try both. So why was the bun black? That's because it's their special, you know, dark rye bun. And the main difference I noticed is that it was a little bit more baguette-like. It was a little bit crispier. But I will say I liked the regular bun better because it was a bit softer. I think it, you know, was yummier overall. That one looks like it's burnt to coal. You know, despite what it says in the booklet about it being cacao, I think it might be squid ink. But it didn't have a fishy flavor, so I'm not quite sure. But it was quite nice. It was quite nice. I did perform surgery on my chili dog. Cute dog. Thank you, thank you. Love the style of holiday journal. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. I wanted to do more cute doodles, but I ran out of time. In a way, actually, you know, Em also brought this up that, like, she said, like, it kind of looks like it's a shadow and the Sonic chili dog. So, you know, in this way, it's like, you know, they're both represented. Em took like her Tails plushie with her. I forgot my Sonic plushie, otherwise I could have had Sonic posing. But that's why you'll see Tails most of the places. One tiny pickle for each, yep. I needed what to sew those in Sonic's hot dogs? I cut them in half and then sewed them together. And it's gritty but not fishy. Okay. I see. What is that monstrosity? It's a jelly dog. Sounds like a dietary hell in a single day. It was basically my only meal that day was chili dogs. So, the general verdict on this one, it had a medium amount of spice, but it was not too spicy. I could still handle it. The buns, as you can see, were in many different types, which I'll give the maximum points for. You can pick your own bread. The atmosphere was comfy. Something I started noticing across all the cafes is that they still remembered, like from 3 years ago, that like all the Sonic fans came by and they were like, "Oh, you girls are like here for the Sonic thing." Wow, we haven't had people do that in like years. But like, you know, a lot of them still remembered that Sonic once, you know, recommended them. I wish I had a chili on a dog. You can get yourself a chili on a dog. Medium spice. No. It's I will also be taking, you know, M's scores into account here because she can actually handle spice, unlike me. And she also agreed. This one was like medium spice. This one was medium spice, kind of like at the level that I can still handle it. They did give you some burger bags. The burger bags were a teensy bit messy still because they put on a lot of chili and it had like beans and stuff and they were falling off everywhere. But overall, it was a yummy chili dog and that was my first chili dog experience. You know, off to a good start. As you can see, the hot dog menu I put on the side here. Getting out of the way. There's many different types of hot dogs. In fact, all of them had different types of hot dogs that, you know, I probably would have gone for if I wasn't following Sonic's recommendations. It really has been a while. Yeah, it's already been 3 years since Frontier dropped. What's with a small piece of pickle? That's the one pickle you get. It's one pickle you get. Did you feel like you gotta go fast after eating it? I mean, after having only a very light breakfast, I was like all energized after this chili dog. I was like, yeah, let's go. This is the dog, baby. This is the dog. Stream's making me hungry. Oh no. Get yourself something to eat after you come back from the hospital. So yeah, that was chili dog number 1. Brioche feels better than baguette for the dog. Absolutely, I agree. Like, you know, I like baguettes usually, but brioche went better with the dog. So then, the second one was Skookum Hot Dog Diner. So this one was the next one because it was the one that was closest to the first one. Yeah, it's that simple. You know, it was just efficiency in terms of travel at this point. So as you can see, I'm holding up my booklet in front of it. That's a very fun logo. And then let's go to see what they've written down. So they make their own sausage daily fresh. The sausages are handmade every day in-house without any extra preservatives or colorings. Follows a recipe influenced by the American South where chili dogs originated. That is much spicier than the ones you usually find. So they actually warn that this one is quite a bit spicier. It's quite a little bit spicier. Solving a traveling CBAM problem here, yep. So this one was also the most expensive chili dog. But it was also by far the biggest chili dog. Because as it says here, I wrote it wrong. As it actually says in the book, is every chili dog is 150 grams. It's a big chili dog. It's a lot of meat. It's a lot of meat, and they heap on the chili. As you can see, there's a lot of chili on top. So this is like another one of like the kind of like hot dog specialty diners. Yeah, the logo has a Western look. You'll notice that a lot of them are American style. I actually didn't take a lot of pictures of the interiors because there's people there. But the interiors all had like a very Americana kind of feel to them. Often like a lot of American posters, like a lot of hot dogs on the wall and all that kind of stuff. Also, if anybody's wondering why I keep not translating the blurbs on the bottom, because it's just address, phone information, and like when they open and stuff. I don't know. Just go to Google Maps. You can find it there. I can't be bothered to translate that. You know, you can find that on Google. And besides, it's from 2022, so some of the information might not be accurate anymore. So yeah, they make their own sausage. The second one being a huge one sounds risky. And another big risk, you might notice that they have an authentic South, like American South recipe that's much spicier than the other ones. Oh my god, it was so hot! This one was so spicy! Guys, it was too spicy for me! It was too spicy for me! Oh, 1 second, it's being silly. I died that day, it was so spicy! It was so spicy! Oh my god, it was so spicy! This will probably, if you like spicy foods, this might be your favorite. It was a good sausage. It was. Oh my god, it was so spicy. It was so spicy. What did M think about the dog? Even M thought that even she said that the dog was too spicy for her, and she can actually handle spice. This was a spicy chili dog. This chili was spicy. Suffering thy name is Joe. Yep. Was the chili top minced meat or minced beans? It was mostly minced meat. There was no cheese on this one. It was actually spicy food. I was on fire. There's 200 wings for sure. Thank you. So this was a spicy dog. It was a spicy dog. As you can see, let me get out of the way a little bit. They gave you a lot of chili. The generous amount of chili actually made it a little bit hard to eat. In fact, they actually passed out cutlery because I tried putting it in the hot dog bag and everything just started spilling everywhere regardless. And it's hard to see prospectively, but this sausage was by far the biggest sausage. It was a really, really, really wide sausage. Which meant it was hard to eat. I had to use a knife and fork. It was, you know, I had to concede defeat. It was a proper Frankfurt, and they do make the sausages themselves. The texture on the bun actually looks really good. Yep. Any idea what kind of chili it was? Super spicy chili. Super spicy chili. You know, I kind of immediately started wishing they had a milkshake or something on the menu. You guys, there was no milkshake on the menu. I couldn't cut into the spice. There was no milkshake. There was no milkshake, unfortunately. So, the sausage was really nice. I will say this is the one dog of the day I couldn't finish in full because the chili was too hot. And I didn't want to hurt myself, but it was a really, really hot chili. I tried to get a couple bites in, but it was too much for me. It was too much for me. Yeah, no Americano milkshake, unfortunately. No cheese. Need an iced milk tea beforehand, yep. Need the pickle from the last restaurant to put out the fire. No cheese, no fries, no milk. Nope. No milk, Dad. No milk on the menu. Little drawings are so cute. Thank you. I did finish the sausage. And I did eat the bread, but I had to pass on the chili, unfortunately. Even who is good with spice, had to leave most of her. She ate more of the chili than I did, but even she had to leave some aside because it was so hot. It was kind of, you know, it was a lot. It was a lot. Sorry, I'm just remembering. It's starting to cough again. Oh, the sauce and the spicy hot dog would be really hot. Would quickly be. Sorry, tears to my eyes. Yep. Flamethrower mount, absolutely. That said, as you guys saw on the last slide, they did actually have a lot of other hot dog flavors. And I'd love to, like, you know, try the skookum dog, like their specialty, which looked really yummy, because that one isn't spicy. You know, so like that's I wouldn't mind going back there sometime for one of the other chili dogs, because they're homemade sausages that they do all make themselves. They're really good sausages though. So unfortunately, it wasn't my favorite because it was too hot for me. But if you like hot food, you can actually get some in Japan. If you like really hot food, then you can probably go there and go like, oh, this slug is pathetic and weak, but it's apparently it's using American spice, so, you know? Looks like the everything on it type. Yep. I saved the Space Nation last minute. I did not know I should be able to do it full power. I pulled it out very last minute. But yeah, so like sausage great, atmosphere great. I think it was a good dog. It was just too spicy for me. So after that, yeah, these were all in Tokyo. All of these were in Tokyo. So if you look up the names afterwards, you can find them on the map. American Spice, is that a fragrance? I think it might be. So after that, we just had like 2 really big chili dogs. 2 really big chili dogs, and it's you know, starting at 11, and at this point it was only like 1 p.m. and the like spicy one like set quite heavily because it was both a big sausage and like a lot of spice. So what we decided to do is Sakura break time. Because this weekend it also happened to be you know, the weekend that the sakura starts to finally bloom. It was kind of, you know, a nice day. We just went to like the nearest park next to Skookum, and we just sat down there for a bit, bought some milk to cool down from the heavy spice. And then sometimes add beer. I see. I don't think any of them did there. So, the Sonic R song is very fitting for the food team. Yep. Indeed. And I crispy, welcome in. So, like, yeah. At this point, you know, we had a little bit of ice cream, we had some milk. We just looked at the sakura for a little bit. Because we were suffering after the last one. It was both big and very spicy. So after a while, we decided to go for it again. And looking at the map, we were like, we should maybe, like, you know, let the food digest a little bit more. So we were like, we can just walk there. We'll just walk over. The next one was roughly 15 minutes from the park. And we were like, you know, by the time we arrive, we might be hungry again. So, you know, after hanging out in the park for a little bit, we just walked there. And it wasn't too bad. It was a nice walk. It was a good sunny day. I can kind of see the routes on the map here. As you can kind of tell, it's a bit hard to read, but this is where the chili place was. This is where the park was. As you can see, it's quite adjacent. And this is COD. That's the next place. That's the next place on the itinerary. How's it going? It's going well. Okay, so next one. We've got COD. Once again, a very fun logo. You guys, oh, too soon. Go back. Spoilers. Very fun logo. Once again, very American style. The Call of Duty dog, yep. Popcorn with dog claw sounds like a good day. Pretty much. It was essentially a chili dog claw. You can kind of see me, you know, standing in front of the one on the manual. You can see the picture. Had like a cool little thing on the inside. And I can't really show the picture here, but this was a very narrow restaurant. It was basically just a bar. And that was all. It was just a bar. It was very cramped, very tight. You were basically up against the front window that could slide open. And then there was a stool, and then there was the bar. Despite so many use English in their logo, it's actually quite common for restaurants in Japan, like, especially if they're doing Americana style. Yeah, basically like a walk-in bar, but smaller. Honestly, one of the smallest establishments I've been to, but it was kind of cozy. Yeah, kind of like a ramen joint, but actually even smaller. But that's the kind of direction you should be thinking in, yep. With the dairy and the hat on the dog gives it more of a cowboy vibe, right? So what we've got over here is old American style. It's like you whisk away an old American style movie or drama. American atmosphere makes it feel like you've traveled abroad. Then the homemade sausage and beef chili get the full marks. When the night falls, Sonic raises his ginger ale to Kampai. So like, they also advertise the Canada Dry ginger ale, so I ordered that too. As Sonic here says, the taste is so authentic. So this counter-only restaurant has been in business for over 30 years. So the chili dog recipe is authentic and made with beef sausage. That's just like the real deal. The chili meat too is 100% beef without any other beans. The spice is mild and complemented by the cheddar cheese. So they make all the meat here themselves. Both the chili and the sausage, it's all made by them. It's all made by them. We'll go grab a couple of dogs to go and head to the bar with it to have some beer. And then as you can see, here's the chili cheese dog. The sausage is about 20 centimeters long. So while this one is a little bit thinner, it is very long. And the bread and meat are soft, so it's easy to eat. It's an impressive hot dog illustration outside. You can kind of see it over here too. And there's many hot dog themed posters and items on the inside. And that's basically what it says in Japanese. And another thing I noticed on the outside was the Certificate of Appreciation granted to Kazunori Kaneko by the Canadian Embassy for volunteering his time in culinary streets to produce the best tasting chili in a charity event held at the Embassy of Canada. So this is a award-winning chili by the Embassy of Canada. Well, I guess they invited a bunch of chili restaurants over. And this one made the best chili, apparently. So, what did I think? Oh my god, this was such a good dog. This is just what I needed. This hit the spot after the other one was way too spicy for me. This one was yummy. This one was yummy. This one was very low on the spice, or if it was high on the spice, and the cheese cut through it quite nicely. So it was cheesy, it was very cozy on the inside. You know, they also didn't give you a burger bag to put the hot dog in, but that's okay, because the volume was just right, that it didn't spill anywhere, it wasn't messy. It was like the right, you know, the right amount. It was the perfect amount in the dog. Like it was kind of a relief after the last one, where it was both a very massive dog and also the chili was spilling over everywhere. This was a good dog. This was a really good dog. This was my favorite chili dog. You know, like I said, you know, I'm not a huge fan of spice, so one that's a little bit mild on the spice with a little bit of cheese. That was just right. I also got the ginger ale, because Sonic ordered the ginger ale, so I got one too. It's one happy Jorunna. Love the Heinz tomato ketchup, can't escape it, no? Can you post the presentation on Discord? Sure thing, I'll have to double check. Onions aren't spicy. I mean, there's a bit of spice in the chili itself, but this one was good. It was so cozy, it was so yummy. They had a bunch of like other chili dogs and like hot dogs on the menu. But, you know, we had decided beforehand that we'd only order the ones that Sonic ordered. So, and luckily this time it was the chili cheese dog. So I finally got to eat one that was cheesy. But what was the time when I visited here? I think at this point it was around 4 or so. Yeah, because after being in the park for a while and then walking, I think it was like 4:30ish. I'd probably pick up the onions. That's fair. You could also just order without the onions. Yeah, cheese is one of the best parts. Exactly. Like I'm a same-sex shot. I can't handle spicy stuff. I'm not good with spicy stuff, unfortunately. I think my music stopped. Hold on. Here we go. So this was a good dog. I really like this chili dog. Then the final one of the day was from the Retro Kisaten, named basically Kohi Tengoku was the official name. It doesn't have a proper logo, so this is from like the Google Street View. And it has like a very, very smiley boomerang shaped dog. It's supposed to like resemble a smile. It's supposed to resemble a smile. It's not really avant-garde. This one is basically reminiscent of like old school kisaten in Japan. So like old school cafes. So like basically like Showa era, you know, taking you back into the past. Imagine your upside down moustache. This one specifically is quite famous for its pancakes as well, which they mention in here too. But the chili dogs are also one of their specialties. The sausages are so long the chili can't even cover it out. Because the spices vary amounts, we recommend it to people who aren't good with heat. Consider getting the original coffee with the chili dog. The pancake looks really good, right? So you get to taste the hot dog by itself for the first few bites. It's true. So because Tengoku, which is the name of it, Kohi Tengoku, Tengoku means heaven or paradise. So Sonic is like, it's a place that makes you want to yell, let's go to paradise! Tengoku ni ikoze! It's a cute picture, right? Is the hot dog also in a pancake? The hot dog isn't in a pancake, it's in a regular bun. So this one also specifically is quite famous for the coffee. I don't really drink coffee though. It's not supposed to be makoku. No, it's a sloppy 10. It's indeed a funny way to like write the kanji. But it's supposed to be a 10. And this is supposed to be a 10. Good, well observed, well observed. It's something that like we noticed during the day as well. So like at the bottom of like your coffee cup, if you do order one, it will have like your fortune on it. So Sonic here got a great luck at the bottom of his cup. I'm not sure if you can get like a bad luck in your cup. But presumably, I guess so, right? Same character in Nintendo. Yep. It's the character for heaven, basically. The sausages in this one are at least over 20 centimeters, but apparently go up to 25 to 26 centimeters. So these are the longest dogs. These are the longest dogs, and they're also the cheapest one. Imagine getting cursed by a coffee cup, right? They have a little gachapon outside, which has like just buttons that are like specifically cafe branded, as well as they sell coffee bean cans on the inside for 1800 yen, which are a popular souvenir. It's a fairly small very small shop, but it's very, you know, nostalgic, very wet one. Yeah, it's basically cursive kanji writing. And then it means something like leave the luck to heaven, because they used to make cards. Okay, so how about this one then? This one's an asakusa, by the way. Like I said before, the sausage is shaped like a smile. Like imagine this is me smiling at you. Kind of looks like tusks instead, but... but here's the sausage. I'll also show off the pancakes. The pancakes came with some extra syrup and stuff, which were quite nice. Wow, was Joe dog, yeah. It is a long sausage. I didn't measure it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 26 centimeters. Yeah, the guidebook says it wasn't very spicy. Me and M would argue that there was no spice at all. There was basically zero spice. If you don't like spice, this is a good shop for you. It's like 2 foot longs. I don't think they're necessarily... Maybe 1 foot long, right? I'm hungry now. Should have put it on the horn. It's like a mudkip's mouth. Kind of, yeah. But yeah, the pancakes, I will actually note, were really yummy. The pancakes were really good. Those were like some solid pancakes. Like, you know, you can feel like these people have been making pancakes for decades, and they were good. Being that long is an interesting choice. Well, you can kind of see it on the menu here. But it says smile. They're smile dogs. So that's why they're so long. Pancakes and chili dogs, an instant combo. It was nice because because this was the 4th chili dog of the day. So after eating so many chili dogs, you know, me and Em were both kind of craving something sweet. So the pancakes were kind of like a nice dessert at that point, you know. Wanna hear how ordinary sausage would get? Oh, that's a YouTube channel, right? Slugkip. So yeah, this one had great shower vibes. The pancakes were yummy. I would recommend this one. It was pretty good. It was a tasty dog. And then, next up, this is the one. Couldn't go to it. Oh yeah, this is a cash only one. And generally speaking, like the smaller the shop is in Japan, the more you have to bring your own cash usually. So as I said, we could only go to 4 shops because this one was too far away and another one had closed down. So this one looked kind of cool. It's called the original Demo Diner, but maybe it's for the best. We didn't go for it. Because like, this one has like jalapeno pieces on top of it and I'm like, oh my god, that one looks way too spicy. That one looked way too spicy. What is burger on the side? I saw it, right? This one looks yummy. It's like with egg and stuff. Like that one looks yummy. I was looking at their menu online. But okay. I won't keep ignoring it. All of you have already noticed it. Burger Tower. There is the 40 centimeter, higher than 40 centimeter tall Burger Tower. Which is interesting. Because in the menu, the booklet I mean, on the left, it says more than 30 centimeters. But I guess in the 3 years since the booklet came out, it is now 40 centimeters. So it's gotten 10 centimeters taller. Very tempted by the Burger Tower? Nah, this one was 3 hours out on like the far end of Tokyo, so I couldn't go here. I don't think I could eat that all. I mean, even the menu itself like recommends eating it with like multiple people. You know, this one is recommended for like, you know, 2 to 4 people to share it. You know? I'm ordering ticket to Japan, this burger as man smash. You can handle it alone. I mean, you can read out what's on it. So we've got 5 original patties, bacon, in between all of them I think. Lettuce, tomato, cheese, onion with pickles, original burger sauce, chopped onion, guacamole, salsa, jalapeno, and tartar. 6k yen is kind of expensive. I mean, considering it's basically 5 burgers. It is more balanced than a strong burger. That is true. You don't like bacon? Yeah, more bacon than me. For me, I love bacon. It's only 2 kilo family lasagna. Well, in that case, you might be able to handle the Fusa Big Tower burger. Yeah, given the extravagant amount, it makes sense. Yeah. I think for 6,000 yen, that's pretty reasonable. That's like, I don't know, $40 these days. It's a big burger. Niagara Cheese and Dynamite Burger are good names. Tartar and quack together? I guess so. I guess on different layers. Bacon burgers god mode? Agreed. I mean, this one immediately made me think of like Scooby-Doo. Like, that's a Scooby-Doo looking burger. Yeah, it's like 41. Think I can take it alone, but I would go with someone just in case. I see. Yeah, for the same price you could get a scab of the burger. That's true. That is very true. But yeah, so like this one, couldn't go to it this day, but you know, one day, revenge. And I'm not sure if I'll go for the chili dog because it has jalapenos on it. That's a bit frightening, but I might get one of their other burgers. Because it looks cozy. It's a very American diner style spot. Yeah, share the big burger with a friend and get your own sides each. So sad the bags came down. I forgot to turn the redeem off today. Zoring Scoop, we need to get the Tower Burger. I ain't heard Scooby-Doo mentioned in a Postal Flight in a long time. Oh, what a fun show though. I love Scooby-Doo from back in the day. If you have a stick long enough to burst through, you can eat it like a kebab. I mean, it does have a stick down the center, probably to keep it like in one spot. But like the kind of thing you see in a parody of someone's idea of American cuisine. Right? And then let's go for my personal ranking. So in first place, you guys can probably already guess, it was COD. It's the cheesy chili dog, which had a perfect blend of ingredients that was easy to eat. And then the second one, which was the Kisaten, was a relaxing atmosphere, yummy sausage, great pancakes, very yummy. Third one, Homies, many options available, super friendly staff. Also, you know, a good start, a good introduction to the chili dog world. And then Skookum, I'm sorry Skookum, you are too spicy for me. I'll have to come back for a different chili dog one day. You know, that one was too spicy. That one was too spicy, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But that's my personal ranking. That's my personal ranking. All of these are still in Tokyo. So if you're ever in Tokyo, you can go check it out, you know? How did we get through it in 1 hour, but cat rate took 4? Well, I was eating the cat treats live on stream. You know, I didn't eat all the chili dogs in 1 hour. That took between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. So that was over the course of 7 hours. Oh, then the heat, all the Sonic choices were good. Skookum's lost his spice base. I'm sorry, I can't give an unbiased opinion on Skookum. The sausages were really nice. They did have really nice sausages. But unfortunately, it's, you know, it's my ranking. Though actually, I think M's ranking was identical. She said, like, basically the same thing, if I remember. You appreciate the honesty. I would ask if Skookum had water, but I realized water makes it worse. I mean, I think I had like apple juice at Skookum. But I wanted like a milkshake, but I didn't have anything like that, unfortunately. But wait! There's more! So, now that I've, you know, covered that chili dogs, there's another thing I want to talk about today. Though it's technically not about chili dogs. I'll actually look you guys in the eye for it. Hey, Jorunna, welcome in, welcome in. So that is basically my reports, my chili dog reports. There's no legendary hidden 5th hot dog, but there is a fun thing, an exciting thing I want to announce. You can see where the presentation got was. Yeah, I had to start re-losing the doodles. They also go down in quality over time. I had to find there's no bun in the oven. Get the buns out of the oven, they're gonna die. You only have 50% heat resistance. But here. Wow! Easter! I have not become the dog. I'm maybe a bit dog after eating so many, but Easter, hey! Egg painting contest. So, let me explain. Thanks to the generous contributions of a couple of buns that like wanted to help sponsor some of the official Joru merch for like other buns, I can hold like an egg painting contest for Easter. So I think all in all, there's roughly equivalent to like 2 or 3 full merch bundles like spread between the prizes. And I thought this would be fun. I was thinking of ways I could do, you know, a contest or a competition or a community event, like hand it out. That wouldn't just be like, you know, it's you can do giveaways, like, you know, just whoever's in chat that day or like on Twitter or whatever. But it's a bit boring. And then you know, some people suggested I do like a game competition, but then you run into the trouble of like not everybody has every game. If we pick like one game, like Doom for example, there will be certain buns who by far be more experienced than other buns, so at that point do you like randomize it? But I figure if it's egg painting, it's equal ground. Anybody can join, basically. Game by Game box looks really cool. Thank you. I made it myself. Can you enter with the intent to not win if you already have the merch? Yes. If you already have the merch and you don't want to win, you can still enter and you can pass the prizes to somebody else, or I can like figure out a doodle or something if you do wind up winning, because I would be happy if other people enter. Do they have to be real eggs? No, that's fine. So basically the basic rules are the eggs must be painted by you. Multiple eggs is okay if you want to enter more than once. Though if you enter like a whole lot of eggs, then like, I'm not gonna make, one person win every category. Like, I'll have to take it into consideration. But you can absolutely enter more than once. Digital and traditional methods are both permitted, which means that you can also make a digital egg. Like, I'll upload a template where you can just find your own and then just make an egg. You can do it on a PC if you want to. And that's fine too. What about IRL eggs? Of course allowed. You can take pictures of the IOL eggs if you want, but yeah, no, if you already have the merch and you don't want to win, you can still enter. I will either like allow you to like pass on your merch to someone else, or I'll doodle you something or something. What about your eggs? Or you can paint some. You can paint some. Paint in Blender or whatever 3D software. Absolutely allowed. Can we use sea slug eggs for painting? If you can find some. Sure. What it comes down to is, as long as you submit it before April 20th, like basically before noon JST, it will be okay, because I want to go over them in the evening on Easter. So can it just be a drawing? Yes, that's what I just said. It can be a drawing, it can be an egg, it can be a drawing, it can be 3D, it can be 2D, it can be painted, it can be traditional, it can be on paper, it can be a real egg, it can be any egg, as long as you painted it yourself. As long as you painted it yourself. Can be MS Paint, can be Photoshop, but you're the one who did it. Can they be frozen? If you can paint on it, that's fine. Can use Gundam markers on the egg? That's okay. I guess like if you put like a plastic egg, that's fine too. If you find one, you know, doesn't have to be like a chicken egg necessarily. As long as it's an egg. As long as it's an egg. And finally, are real eggs hated higher than virtual eggs? No, I will try to be, you know, unbiased between the two of them. I might make a separate category for like real egg versus digital one for a separate price. Those ostrich egg paintings can be wild. If you find an ostrich egg, you're allowed to paint it. The only other thing is that like the egg has to be loosely stream related. And I say very loosely. You know, if you want to like base it on a game or like a bun or anything we've ever talked about. Can be Mega Man, Fallout, Doom, just like anything you want. You know, memes, whatever. It's okay, it's okay. That's fine too. That's fine too. Very loosely, very loosely. And I guess like the big prize is a full merch bundle. If you want to get the merch, you have to be willing to give your email address to Kawa, who will be doing, you know, all the shipping and stuff. I will be covering all the shipping fees, you know, regardless of where you live. So don't worry about the shipping if you want to join. I will be covering that part. Finally, a Haywood egg. Last of its kind, yep. Wanna paint the Vault-Tec logo? You could. That would be cool, that would be cool. And then the big prize is the full merch. Then 2 random participants will get the Bunko Bow, which is a plushie plus the game. And then other prizes will go to many different categories. Oh, I knocked over my bottle. So like bum related, game related, TCG related, best photography, funniest egg, best dressed egg. Maybe I'll add one for like real life egg, digital egg. You know, whatever. You know, I think it will be fun. Hopefully, maybe. Hopefully. And then if you want to submit it, you can post it with hashtag Eggathon. You can also, I'll put a post up on YouTube if you want to like, you know, just drop Imager links or something underneath that. If you want to like drop it on the Discord, I'll make a channel there too. I'll put like as many venues available for people to post it on. So if you don't have Twitter or whatever, then you can use another one. As long as the pictures find their way to me somehow, that is okay. Before the deadline. So then there's the deadline is basically Easter. The deadline is basically Easter because on April 20th at 6 p.m. I want to do, you know, the egg review stream. So yeah, as long as they're in before then, that's okay. That's okay. And then to add a little bit of extra motivation. Eggathon! 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 Oh, there may still be import custom fees and taxes. Oh, I see. Even if it gets a price. Gotcha. So to maybe motivate you guys to put more eggs in, I decided to do some Eggathon prizes. So this way, you know, some of you guys already have the merch, I know, so maybe it will still motivate you guys to like, put eggs in even if you don't want to go for the merch. Just for fun community things. If once get to 50 eggs, this means Jorunna will play Fatal Frame only meowing. Those will be 2 separate streams. So time to 12 500 eggs. See, I'm ahead of you here because I know if I don't limit the amount of submissions, but only 5 per person count towards this counter. Because like if I didn't do that, I know some of you will just, you know, submit 50 eggs so Jorunna plays Fatal Frame. So I have to put a limit in there somewhere. You know? I need to head up the Gundam shop for more markers to get the Follow Company logo. Let's go, let's go! So this is your chance to get a horror stream, because I don't often do like subathons or donatons because I get really self-conscious about it. But I can do an eggathon if you guys, you know, draw, paint, Photoshop me wonderful eggs. I guess I'll buy Fatal Frame and make Jorunna play it. What are eggs? You know, egg, you know? Well, it's the thing that a chicken puts down. Some other birds do. I plan to paint 50 real eggs. I mean, you can still paint 50 real eggs, and I will, you know, take it into consideration for the prices. But limit is a target attack against me. I'm afraid it is #1 Jorunna fan. I'm wise to your games. And not just you, I know a couple of you would just start churning out the eggs otherwise. Make sure the eggs are good, yeah. So some of the things I was thinking, Buns Big Burger. I mean, it's basically this. You guys decide which burger I order. 10 eggs, 3 new emotes. You guys can choose which emotes are new. 20 eggs, Bun Doom Night. I will finally do Community Doom with the buns. I'll figure it out. I'll set it up. I'll actually do it. Pencil titles are eligible. Anything is eligible as long as you drew or painted it yourself. all is eligible. All is eligible. I'm actually perfectly aware of the exact flavor was insane. I mean, I was thinking about it beforehand. Then 30 eggs, you guys can choose a new hairstyle. I'll add it as a toggle. Fatal Frame is too high. Well, it has to be high. If this was a subathon or a donathon, Fatal Frame would be like 2,000 subs. So you guys are lucky. You get it for only 50 eggs. There's multiplayer Doom. There is. There's Doom Deathmatch. The 40 centimeter burger. I mean, it has to be a burger I can actually get, because the 40 centimeter burger is like 3 hours away. Maybe more. I don't know exactly. Then it's only high if you're not locked in, exactly. Then at 40x you can get Meow Only Stream Part 2. I'll do it again. I'm serious about it. Then at 50x I'll get Jorunna over to play Fatal Frame. At least try to play Fatal Frame. If somehow there's more than 50 eggs, can happen, I guess. I'll consider more stretch goals. Yeah, 50x is basically 2,000 subs in this case. We'll probably try at least 1 egg for each category. Let's go, let's go! And what about the mythical macaron burger? I guess if you guys voted for it, I could, but stretch goals, yeah. That full meow only or like endings? Oh, full meow only. No other words but meows. No other words but meows. The priority of these seems hilariously off. Now, Fatal Frame is by far the hardest one to get. Like you know, as you guys know, I'm not good with like horror. Meow, nah, meow. Stretching sounds ASMR. I mean, I guess like if we go over 50, I'll consider adding an ASMR stretch goal. No, there's multiplayer Doom. Yeah, there's a lot of different ones. I think I've seen the WarioWare one. Yeah. Does Nya count? No, like. It's Jorunna player, not me. Well, Jorunna is really bad with horror too, you see, so... Want extra 5 to America for the octuple bypass burger? No. I mean, the goals are kind of simple because it's, you know, it's mostly egg stream. You know, but I hope that'll motivate you guys to put some eggs in. May I recruit my friends to watch a stream and make an egg? Absolutely, absolutely. Get your friends to make eggs too. Get all the eggs in there if you want to. I honestly didn't know where to set the goals. I feel 50 is kind of high, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. And then, you know, I think it will be fun as like a little community event. And yeah, need to assemble the eggs. Shadow's my spirit animal. Shadow is pretty good. You could paint him on an egg if you wanted to. But yeah, so back to the rules. That's basically it. It's pretty flexible. As long as the egg is made by you, it can be any formats, anything, you know. Can be physical, digital, real life, not real life, Blender, 3D, 2D, paints, acrylics, pencil, MS Paint, crafts, arts and crafts. You know, like I added best photography in case anybody wants to set up a scene with their egg outside. You'll post this on SNS? Absolutely, absolutely. I will be posting up the details after stream. If you can't pay to 50, at least Jorunna doesn't have to play Fatal Frame. It's true. It's true. I'll still be safe. I'll still be safe. Exactly, exactly. So, yeah. That is basically the eggs. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Thank you once again to the Buns who offered to like sponsor some extra merch packages for those who couldn't get it themselves. And this is I figured this would be a fun way to spread them around. Like I mentioned before, if you already ordered the merch, you're free to like either pass your prize on to somebody else, still compete. If you do win something, I'll draw you a little doodle or something. You know, I'll get you an extra bun. Like, you know, drawn. Good thing sea-buns are vaguely egg-shaped. Exactly, exactly. Forget homemade burgers for lunch. I'm going to get some chili. Let's go, get yourself some chili. I will set up a scene with my birds looking like they laid the eggs. Ah, perfect. That sounds fantastic. That sounds fantastic. But yeah, that is the egg of the day. That is, I think that's all I had on the presentation. Yeah, I think so. Do you guys have any questions? One-star Easter eggs. I mean, you can absolutely draw a bun on the egg. Because if there's no more questions, I thought I'd actually spend longer on the chili dogs, but that actually went kind of fast. I think I have 2 ideas for mediums. Nice, nice. And this is technically a super snack of the week. This was technically the super snack of the week. It was technically the snack of last week, but it qualifies as the snack of the week. Can I paint the egg capsules? Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say so. I mean, if you guys want to, like, get, experimental with, like, plastic models and stuff as well, you're more than free to do so. Arts and crafts are allowed. Let's pay attention. Where do we submit the eggs? Okay, okay. So, want you do some participation eggs still? Yeah, sure. I'll paint some eggs as well. You could paint a Kinder egg if you want to. Seems like a shame of the Kinder egg, but which came first, the egg or the chicken? The egg. You can submit using Eggaton on Twitter or Blue Sky. You can also, I will be posting up a link on YouTube. I'll make a post where if you don't have any of those social media forms, you can just put like Imager links or whatever. You've got to like deliver your egg pictures. Yeah, basically. Now do you understand why Sonic loves chili dogs so much? I do! Like, I'm not sure if it will be my favorite new kind of hot dog, but it was pretty good, especially the cheesy one. Wouldn't mind going for the cheesy one again. Does paint have to be painted, or does it just have to be decorated? Can just be decorated, it's just egg painting contest in name. Not necessarily in spirit if you want to like put a bunch of stickers on an egg, or want to like, otherwise decorate it, that's more than fine. I'm sure Eggaton is the hashtag that is free. I did check and it's not an active hashtag, like the last post was like 2023. So it should be okay. Should be okay. Will I allow people to submit through Discord? Sure, I'll make a channel for that as well. I'll basically put as many channels out so that people can submit however is the most, the easiest for them. Got any info on the bun painting stream on Saturday yet? Yes, actually. Let me actually read the egg questions first, and then I'll go to that. No questions. I'll be drawing the stuffing of the sea bunny as inspiration there. Nice. You can draw Mona Lisa on egg. You're good. You're good. Do you want to see you play a spooky game? I'll try to do at least one egg. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so actually, speaking of bun drawing stream. Let me grab buns. Bun bonanza. Bun drawing bonanza. Where are they? Here we go. So for people, I haven't done one in a while. So for people who haven't seen a bun drawing stream before, this is like a compilation of buns that have been buns so far. I'm gonna do one again on Saturday. I'm a little bit behind on the redeems. Don't worry, everybody who has redeemed a bun so far will be getting it on Saturday. But this time, also, I'm doing a special thing for any YouTube buns because I've been trying to think of a good way to like get YouTube buns to get a bun as well. I made a post on it. If you check the posts on like the YouTube, I guess like post tab or whatever. And there's the qualifications. It's basically I didn't want to like tie it to memberships necessarily because on Twitch people don't have to pay membership. It's just like a matter of like having watched stream for a significant amount of time. So basically it's for the YouTube buns, the rough requirements are you don't have a bun yet, you have watched or lurked or whatever in like 25 or more streams. Scout's honor, I can't actually check this. And then you give me like a stream moment you liked recently, and then you just give me a description of what kind of bun you want, and then I'll draw it. That's how it goes. So if any YouTube buns want to get their own bun, I'll actually grab the tag real quick, the post where you can find it, and put your request in. 1 second. And this way, everybody can get buns. There we go. Okay, so that's the basic lowdown, long and short of it. The bun drawing stream will start a lot earlier than usual. Actually, I can open up my schedule real quick. I can open up my schedule for the next week. A moment. Oh. There we go. Okay, how am I? I'm doing well, Kawaii. Welcome in. So, this is the schedule. Want the bun, you order the bun. If you get one, you can shove it. Oh no, don't do that. That's a waste of bun. Gotta go. Have a good rest of your day. Okay. Okay, so here's the schedule. As you guys can see, the non-stop bun drawing will start at noon. So 6 hours earlier than usual. Because there's a lot of buns to draw. And I want to get as many done as possible. So then you guys can, hopefully I can do all of them. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. So up to 12 hours of bun drawing. Or, either till I finish all the buns or I get tired, I guess is what it is. Then today we already had Sonic's favorite chili dogs with the exciting announcement. And then Tuesday and Friday is gonna be Fallout days again, as per usual. Things are back to normal there. And then on Wednesday, gonna maybe at least start the campaign for Poseidon, Master of Atlantis. Never finished the tutorial, but we can at least look at playing the campaign now. Maybe. Yep, Fallout Friday. That's right. Getting out of bed before noon. Oh, it's gonna be tough for me. It's gonna be tough. Telling my battery crew that Thursday does work out better. Feel like I'm watching the news. I'm here, Jorunna. I'm reporting. Actually, it's Jorunna. She reports. And then on Thursday, I'll play Indiana Jones and Fate of Atlantis, which has been highly requested by a lot of you guys. So I'm excited to give it a try. Finished up the other Atlantis game. Did you guys realize there's so many Atlantis games before? But finished the other Atlantis game yesterday. So can play some Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. It should be not Fate Stay Atlantis. And yeah, that's the basic schedule. That's the basic schedule over here. That's the basic schedule over here. So that's it. That's the one. Yeah, Fate Stay in Atlantis. Okay, sure, it's Fate Stay Night Atlantis version. Hey, Ponycorn, hey. Found one of my old Atlantis McDonald's stories. Ah, nice, nice. Oh man, my mom probably still has my Atlantis stories if I asked her. Or maybe, I don't know. Probably still. But yeah, that's the basic schedule for the week. I was thinking of having today being a slightly shorter stream, both so I can like do a little bit more in terms of unpacking again. And also, you know, actually rest up and like warm up before one of my singing lessons, which is something I do very rarely because I always go to like 5 minutes before they start. So I think today will be like a slightly short one. And then, you know, the rest of the week will all be long streams again. Just make Jorunna unpack for you. Fate Stay Atlantis, yes, by Type Moon, that's the one. Playing the Hercules game made me go back and watch the movie again. Still holds up, it's still a great movie. It's a fantastic movie. Yeah, and I do have to unpack before Christmas, or at least unpack enough to allow the couch to be set down. When you set off in your own footstep, consider bringing on your adventure your own adorable cuddly buddy, the bum plush. That's still. You want to get your own bum plush, you can get it there. So time to make up for the onsen you skipped, I guess. Actually, if I go now, I could still go to the onsen before singing lessons. No, you are tempting me from the unpacking. Those poor dittos. Yeah, I need to unpack enough to get approved for cats. Why do you have a semi-cursed idea and a silly idea for eggs? Nice. Should I... I'm gonna run a poll. What should I do? Unpack onsen. 1 second. Which one? I'll let the buns decide my fate. Unpacking can always happen another time. It's true, though I don't have a lot of time in a day. Singing lessons, wonder when we're gonna get another song. I mean, I'd love to do another song at some point, though it might be another year because those things take like both a lot of time and money. And I have like a lot of other priorities I have to work on, but I'm working on some covers that might come out in between. Hope you're not expecting the responsible option. I mean, you guys are pretty split down the middle. It's mostly towards... Okay. Also because if you unpack, you will be exhausted before the singing lessons. And if I go to the onsen, I'll be relaxed. You make a good point. You guys are absolutely enablers. Though on YouTube side, they're more responsible. YouTube buns are telling me to unpack instead. Much more responsible. Twitch buns all telling me to go to the onsen. You know? Hey, Mars, welcome in. Unpack in the onsen, soak everything. I don't think my games will like being unpacked inside of the onsen. Hope I'm not too late. You're not too late though. Today will be a slightly shorter stream. And I will be wrapping it up soon, I'm afraid. After stream, I will post up like the Agathon related stuff with like some clarifications as well. Because the Twitch buns are less responsible. Well, at this point, Twitch buns have tied it perfectly. Though YouTube buns are being very responsible and telling me to unpack. Oh, now unpack is starting to win on both sides. I do need to unpack to do the Navi customization glitch. It's true. It's why we need Civil War. It is a Monday after all. It is a Monday. And I figure if I'm gonna have a short stream on any day, it's better to do it on the Monday where I have to do singing regardless. Sing in the onsen? Oh, absolutely not. That's too embarrassing. Too embarrassing. Unpack, let's go. Oh, it looks like Unpack is gonna win. Ah, you guys are making me be responsible today. I can't believe buns are actually making me be responsible. Oh, wait, no, it's getting closer. You'll be so tired during my singing lessons. I'm always a little tired. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, I think Unpack is gonna edge it out by just a teensy bit. Just a teensy bit. Unpack the Janssen? That's theft, I think. I think that's theft. I just paid some buns to vote responsibly? I don't know. We're utterly necking neurons, but we understand the responsibility. Okay, it looks like Unpack wins by like a hair. Tied on Twitch, but 56% Unpack on YouTube, which means that Unpack winds up winning. Dang, no Onsen for me tonight. No Onsen for me. That's okay. That's probably what I should be doing, so. Thank you all so much for coming. To all the lurkers, thank you for lurking. And if you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching. I'll be back with Fallout 2 tomorrow. You know, gonna go back and scout out for some more rats. You know, we kind of finished up most of the stuff in Gecko, so I think we're gonna go to like the next new big zone. So that should be exciting. Can I always go tomorrow? Nah, I'm gonna, maybe some days next day I can go. On days I stream, I go too late. And you know, I got work during the day, so. Maybe next week, Monday, I can go to Yonsei. Sunday is a bit crowded, so I'll see. Thank you all so much for coming. To our lurkers, thank you for lurking. And if you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I do have a bathtub, but it's not good for streaming. It will get everything wet. Bye-bye.